How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh, and this is a trailer breakdown of the new Thor Ragnarok teaser trailer. I thought to myself, I want to do a trailer breakdown. I've never done one before. I thought they looked like fun. I'm going to do a shot-by-shot, basically, breakdown, telling you guys all the Easter eggs that you may have missed in this trailer, and all the things that basically goes on in the trailer. So, if you want to catch my trailer breakdown of Thor Ragnarok, trailer number 1, make sure to stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so a lot has happened in this trailer. We are going to be starting from the beginning to the end, obviously. We're going to do the whole thing shot by shot. I will explain as much as I can to you guys, as much as I know, and I'm pretty sure I know everything that really goes into this trailer. So let's get into it, guys. Alrighty guys, so before we get into this, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications. If you guys want to hear about all the upcoming news and maybe trailers, all the trailer breakdowns, all that kind of stuff, about Thor Ragnarok, if you guys are interested. I will be doing it throughout the whole year, basically, until it comes out. I'll even be doing a review of the movie when it comes out, so make sure you guys subscribe and keep up to date with all that kind of stuff. So, let's get into this thing. We were going to start from second and number 1, numero uno. Thor coming down in chains. Holy crap. And so I'm going to stop it right here. So right here, you can basically see in this whole thing that Thor is in chains. He is in hell. This is where Hela basically lives. I'm pretty sure this is hell. I mean, I don't know where else it was going to be. But this is basically where Hela lives. And it looks like he's going to be strung up there. And there was Comic-Con footage shown at San Diego Comic-Con last year. And I'm pretty sure someone said that there was Hulk literally jumping at Surtur the Fire Demon. So if Surtur the Fire Demon is anywhere in this movie, he's definitely gonna be here. I'm thinking though this is more towards the beginning of the movie because Thor still has his long hair, and when they go to Sakaar, which yes it will be called Sakaar just like in Planet Hulk, that is going to be where Thor gets his head shaved and becomes like a gladiator in the gladiatorial battles fighting Hulk. But I don't know why Thor is in hell right now, but it is really intriguing why, and it does raise a lot of questions. So let's keep going with this.
I know what you're thinking.
I like how he narrates this too.
How did this happen?
Boom. And right here, as we see Hela, like Thor throwing his hammer, Hela stops the hammer. I never really knew that Hela was this powerful so she could stop Thor's hammer, but I think everybody knows now she is a force to be reckoned with. She is really, really powerful, especially because of what she does right after this. And of course, Thor, as always, he's probably freaking out right now. I love how she shakes it too. It's so cool. Boom! So the hammer just explodes. Like, one of the most powerful objects in the universe just explodes by Hela's one-handed grasp. That is amazing to me. I love how it blows up in the lightning, and you can see how powerful it is by how much it explodes. Thor just completely gets blown back by it. And this is another part which I thought was really cool, where we do get to see Hela have the giant helmet on, just like the concept art that they released. They were basically saying Hela's gonna have her helmet, which I think we all really wanted to see. I know personally I really wanted to see it, but as I think it was an Entertainment Weekly or something like that, a magazine came out where she looked like the shot before, where she didn't have the helmet on. And I was a little nervous because I was like, I really hope they don't take the helmet away from her. I really want to see her with the helmet because I think she looks way cooler like that. And she does fight with the helmet, which is later on in the trailer, but we'll get to that. And another thing about this shot, I'm thinking, like all the other Thor movies, right at the beginning, we do get to see, basically Odin narrating the origin of the villain. Like they did with the Frost Giants, they do it with the Dark Elves, and I think that now they're going to do it with Hela. And I think that she basically fights the Valkyries and all that. So I think this is something really cool as well. And here we go. Right here, you get a nice shot of Asgard, but then you also get the Asgardian armies all forming just to fight Hela. And I think this is definitely when Thor has already been banished to Sakaar. Like Hela already banished him to Sakaar, and now she's taking out Asgard. And I don't think Odin is in power, but I think all of Asgard basically knows, hey, we're screwed because of this. But this is also from the concept art that they showed us before. So instead she had the helmet, so yeah, I mean, she doesn't have a helmet in this part. And as you can see, she wipes out everything. And then there's Thor getting banned. This is a really cool shot of basically just like a junkyard on Sakaar. And there are a lot of portals that are in the sky, it looks like. I think those are portals. I'm pretty sure they are. But as we get on Sakaar, you can definitely tell that this is more of a Guardians of the Galaxy feel of the movie. I think this is when it really hits you, even though the music choice definitely is more like a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of vibe. But this right here is definitely where it really feels like Guardians of the Galaxy. You can tell by the ships, just by space in general. I think it's really cool. And I think this other shot's really cool, showing off some of the species that he's going to encounter on Sakaar, what Sakaar holds. Like they're just really colorful, like Jack Kirby type characters that you really don't see often in these movies. Hi there, they take him in. Now this is our first shot of Valkyrie, and she looks awesome. I actually don't mind the paint, the war paint, and she's obviously loading up the ship with Thor. She must be kind of like the one that goes and wrangles everybody up, like tries to find people from all over the universe. That's why I think they have portals from everywhere. That's how they get all of their warriors to go fight in the gladiatorial battles for the Grandmaster. I don't know how Hulk got on to Sakaar, but obviously it's going to be explained. The last time we saw him was at Age of Ultron when he basically took off in the Quinjet and didn't tell anybody. So it's going to be really weird how they explain that. But Valkyrie looks really, really good. I'm ready to see her be really big time badass in this movie. And here we go. We get a couple more shots. This is definitely super interesting. This is where I think it's going to be more of the when Odin narrates like what happened, like the ancient origin of Hela, like kind of like telling, hey, this is where she was like 1,000 years ago or something like that. This is how she got imprisoned in hell or something like that, you know? I'm thinking that the Valkyries fight, because those are definitely the Valkyries. And they're on their like horses, which is pretty cool. I definitely think that's really cool, and definitely a really cool shot. And Hela, obviously, she either gets defeated by them or she beats them, or some like Asgard shows up and vanquishes her, and like she has to go to hell, something like that. But I really do think that this is like the origin right at the beginning of the movie, where they basically tell you what happened before Thor meets Hela. And then once again, a really cool shot of Hela with her helmet. She looks completely like CG. She actually like, and it doesn't bother me, but like, it just doesn't look as like, you know, real and authentic as when like Cate Blanchett was actually on set doing this stuff. But she does look a little bit CG. It doesn't really bother me all that much. I mean, they still have plenty of time to really touch it up. But she looks really cool. Helmet looks really cool again. She's throwing a sword at Valkyries. That's really cool. Okay, and now this shot is definitely where I think it's Valkyries. This is where I think we needed, like this is where it definitely happens to be Valkyries, because that is Valkyrie right there. It does look like her from the distance. And you know what? There's a bunch of like horses like falling, so I'm thinking that they did lose, and then like maybe Odin shows up and vanquishes Hela. I don't know, but you know, that's what it looks like. Let's see. Oh, first shot of the Grandmaster. He looks awesome. I'm really happy that he's in this movie, and they're setting up the Elders of the Universe, if you guys know who they are. But they're basically like one of the like, they're not as like powerful as the Celestials that were shown in the Guardians of the Galaxy. But I think there's actually kind of like references to Celestials in this. But the Elders of the Universe are like some of the first beings to ever be in the universe, or the Marvel Universe. Contender. Oh, first shot of Heimdall, and yes, this is not Bishop. It looked like Bishop from Days of Future Past. It doesn't, I really, like, the first time I saw this, the first thing that did pop into my mind was like, is that Bishop from X-Men? And I probably popped into your minds too, that this is Bishop. because it doesn't look like Idris Elba all that much. Like, as much as I like look at him, I still just can't picture Idris Elba, even though he's right in front of my face. They definitely took it, like, every single character got either, like, they just look totally different or they got, like, an upgrade. I think they all got an upgrade. I think they all look much better than the original ones, except for Thor. I did like it when he had, like, the chain on his arm, like, his arms and stuff like that, like, the armor. I thought that looked really cool, but Heimdall's still pretty sweet. I don't know what he was fighting. It definitely is probably, like, one of Hela's, like, minions or something like that from, like, Hell, but still really cool. Okay, now this, when I first saw this, I actually thought that that was the, like, the Tree of Life. I think that's what it's called in the Marvel Universe. But it looks like there's a portal that they're going to, and I think this is when, like, Thor and Hulk escape from, and Loki probably, they all escape from Sakaar, and they go back to Asgard to take Asgard back from Hela. So this is our first shot of Scourge, the Executioner. I wish he was called the Executioner in the movie, but you know what? Can't win everything. It's pretty cool. But this is our first shot. He looks so comic book accurate, and just to show you guys how comic book accurate it is, here's another shot of him in a comic book, basically holding the same guns as he was in the comic books. He looks awesome. I'm super excited to see Scourge in this. I don't think we're going to get the Enchantress in this. Most people know that Scourge and the Enchantress are kind of like a pairing. Like, he protects her, and she's still really powerful herself. But there's already so many characters in this film, guys, that I don't think we're going to be seeing her in this film at all. So that upsets me a little bit, but you know what? We're already getting so much that I can't complain, because it's wicked cool that we get to see all these characters come to life on the big screen in the Thor movie. So right here, this is awesome. I love this shot so much because you see Hela with her helmet on, and you saw before that her helmet was off. Now it's on, she's ready for battle, and she is taking out Asgardians like it's nothing. And, you know, I just don't feel like she's alone, you know what I mean? Like, that would show how, like, she's too powerful at that point, in my opinion. I don't want to see someone just take him out like nothing, because I feel like, you know, it's like, if Thanos is your next guy to, like, take out the Avengers and all that, if she can take out all these Asgardians, how is she not, like, as powerful as Thanos? Or she may be, because she may be Death of the Marvel Universe, which I think she is going to be. I don't think she's going to die in this movie. I think actually Thanos is, like, going to bring her back in Infinity War, and she will be known as, like, Lady Death, or she'll be the Lady Death to Thanos. But yeah, really cool shots. She's doing, like, she's just backflipping over these dudes, fighting a bunch of Asgardians, and obviously they are not prepared to take on Hela because she is way too powerful. Now, our first shot at Loki, I don't know what to expect from Loki in this movie. People are saying that he's basically going to be teaming up with Thor to like he gets banned with Thor. They're trying to find Odin, like all this kind of stuff, that he's kind of with Thor. I have a feeling Loki's going to double cross him at some point, and it looks like the people behind him that he's kind of fighting with, it looks like, those are not Asgardians, obviously. Those are like trolls. Those are the kind of like beings that Loki would definitely like be with in the comic books, which I think is really cool, that he's not just fighting alongside, he's not just fighting by himself, because Loki, a lot of the time, he actually takes in other creatures to fight with him. He has his own armies, which I think is really cool. And you know what's something really cool about this is he has blue daggers. He definitely got a different costume going on, which is really cool. I actually like it a lot more. And his helmet no longer, it's cut off so you can see his hair, and like it just goes like around his face, and then two horns, which I think is really cool. It's going to be like a head, it's probably going to be like a visor. Honestly, it's like a visor to him, which I think is really cool. I'm excited to see Loki in this. I'm excited to see what he's up to in this movie, and I do think he's going to play a part in Infinity War, so I don't think he'll die in this movie at all. Let's go on, a nice close shot. And this shot's really cool because I think the gladiatorial battles, they've explained that like Hulk on this this planet in this gladiatorial battles, he's like a king. They treat him like a king. He's the big bad guy. You got to take him out. You got to go through him, and they're shooting up green smoke. And obviously that's how they like celebrate, like we would do for a football game or something like that. This is how we'd celebrate Hulk and how they do it, and it's so cool. I love how they're treating Hulk as like this this king, this like this sports star, all that kind of stuff.
It's main event time.
Obviously, Thor's new look. He looks awesome. I love how he looks. Helmet. You gotta have the helmet. Put that helmet on. Hell yeah. Finally we get that, guys. Incredible. Oh my god, he looks so good. And right here, you just see he has the hammer. He has an axe. He looks like the Planet Hulk, if that makes sense. But he just looks like he came right out of Planet Hulk. He looks awesome. I'm so happy. He looks so good. And you know what I actually take from this whole thing? He doesn't, I always thought that Hulk looked like a gorilla in the Avengers and in Age of Ultron. I didn't think he looked that much like Hulk from the comic books. He's kind of a gorilla. He's not like he's a mindless beast, but he still acts like a human being at some points. He doesn't really act like a gorilla. I never pictured that in the comic books, and when they brought that in, I didn't think it was horrible, but I just was like, he just sounds too much like an ape, and that's just, I just don't picture that with Hulk. I picture that with, like, Gorilla Grodd from DC Comics, if you guys are familiar with that character. But that, I just, yeah, I didn't like that part about Hulk and the Avengers. Yes! I love that part. So good. Everyone's just like, what? So, if we go back a little bit, so obviously Loki is here on Sakaar, and he's sitting quite a ways from the Grandmaster on the giant couch that they have. And actually, if you guys are really observant, there's a lot of cool creatures in the background behind the Grandmaster and Loki. You get to see a bunch of freaky characters. Once again, really, they're bringing in that Jack Kirby vibe for this movie. Just, you can see the background of the walls behind them. It just looks ancient, and it looks really crazy, like 80s style or even 70s style. And there is one character that I will highlight on this, and if you guys look at him, he kind of looks like a Celestial. He does. He really does look like a Celestial, which I think is really cool. You definitely see that he has like the dots and everything that a Celestial would have. I'll show a picture of his Celestial for you guys. But he just looks like a Celestial to me. He looks super cool. I'm really happy that they kind of put that kind of detail in there. Usually people wouldn't even think twice about the background characters. They're like, oh, whatever. They're just paint them like a different color. No, these guys made these like elaborate costumes for them. They look super cool, guys. I'm so excited just to see the environment on Sakaar itself and what the characters in the background are wearing. Well, let's get back to Thor. Yeah, he's a friend from work. And this is where, this shot of Hulk right here is where I don't see a gorilla anymore. I see a human being. He really does, I mean, like, the CG on him looks amazing. I think it's better than ever has been before. And a lot of people have been saying to me, they're like, oh, well, he doesn't really look like Mark Ruffalo anymore. And you know what? You're totally right. He really doesn't look like Mark Ruffalo. I don't see Mark Ruffalo in there. And people are speculating, they're like, maybe they're just trying to make it like Hulk is going to be just the character and you never see Mark Ruffalo. I don't think that's going to happen. You don't cast like a high caliber actor like Mark Ruffalo and never show him. I don't think you're going to see him in this movie all that often, maybe like once or twice. I don't see it happening on like during the gladiatorial battles. Obviously he's going to be Hulk, but maybe like when they're trying to escape, I'm thinking it's going to be maybe Mark Ruffalo a little bit, but I think it's going to be mainly Hulk, guys. We never get a lot of Hulk. We always have a little bit of Hulk throughout the movies, so I'm thinking they're going to put a bunch of Hulk in this, and they're going to have very little of Mark Ruffalo, which stinks to say it, but I really want more Hulk than I want Mark Ruffalo. I think we all want that because Mark Ruffalo may be a great actor, but of course we do want more Hulk because it's Hulk. Who doesn't want to see more of that dude? It's a jolly green giant, guys. We want to see more of him. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, he's scared. And then just the awesome closing shot where you just see Hulk and Thor about to go at it. And that is a super tease for this teaser trailer. I think it's really cool. And, you know, Hulk may be ready to smash the dude, but you know what? Thor looks like he's going to come in with an uppercut. And the thing that gets me about this whole trailer is Thor's hammer is destroyed, and a lot of people are like, well, doesn't that make him unworthy? Like, now not unworthy, but he doesn't have his power without the hammer. Well, if he's going to take on the Hulk, he better have his powers or he's going to die. Because even with his powers, he can't take out Hulk. Like, that's just, I mean, I know it's like, it's never been really, like, disputed in the comic books, but I think everyone really kind of knows that Hulk is, like, one of the most powerful characters, other than, like, you know, like, say, like, the one above all, like, the Celestial being Galactus, Silver Surfer, those kind of characters. I'm talking about just, like, Earthbound characters. Hulk is, like, the most powerful one of all, and even with, like, Thor, good luck to you, Thor. He's gonna take you out. There's no way you're beating Hulk. I don't see that happening. But yeah, really cool trailer. And of course, you have the Marvel Studios Thor Ragnarok logo. I think it's so cool. And I'm really happy where they're taking this, this film. I think they know exactly what they want to do with it. I think it's really cool, the direction they're taking. And I'm just happy to see that they're doing, like, awesome things with this movie, and they're not afraid to make it more like Guardians of the Galaxy, because it does feel like Guardians of the Galaxy. But that is my trailer breakdown, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this trailer breakdown. Give me a like if you guys like this video, and if you guys want to see more, make sure you guys tell me down in the comments below if you guys want to see more of these trailer breakdowns. I'm thinking about doing more of these because I think they're really cool. I won't do it for every trailer that I react to, but I will do it for a lot of them, just like the big high caliber ones, like all the Marvel, the DC ones, the Star Wars, Transformers, stuff like that, just to kind of break it down, get in all those Easter eggs, all the stuff that you guys may have missed, or if you're not really familiar with this kind of like this stuff for all the Marvel stuff or Star Wars stuff, I'll break it down for you guys, and I'll go into detail all of the Easter eggs that I could find myself. So thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you guys also share this to anybody that you think would like this this trailer breakdown. So thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye. Alrighty guys, if you like this video and you guys want to see some more trailer breakdowns, you guys can subscribe right over here to Webhead. I have plenty more stuff coming out for you guys. Turn on notifications, keep up to date with all my latest content coming at you guys. I also have my social media tags in the bottom right corner. And to make it even easier for you guys, I also have my social media links in the description below. But before you guys go follow me on social media, make sure you guys check out the 2 videos I have below me. I think you guys would really enjoy it. Thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye.